Welcome to my channel, Freckled Mom. I'm Devin. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, hey! Today I'm sharing 5 of my favorite summer outdoor DIYs. We have Dollar Tree, Target Dollar Spot, and a thrift flip. Let's jump right into these DIYs. This is a rug I made with 2 Dollar Tree rugs, and you need to pick 3 colors. Put the 2 Dollar Tree rugs together and you start with your lightest color of the 3 you chose. I used heirloom white. Now this is going to be for a buffalo check. So you're going to put down your masking tape or your duct tape, and then you put down another piece as your spacer, and then you put down your third piece, and then you continue like that. So you can use that same spacered piece of tape and just keep removing it and putting it next to the next piece of tape. You can see what I'm doing here. And we're just gonna keep going until we get to the edge, and then we're gonna use our second color, which is the lighter of the darker colors, if that makes sense. And I used nutmeg, and I did 2 coats of this. And then I pulled up my tape. I didn't wait for it to dry. I just pulled it up and got ready to do the second side. So now we're gonna change the direction. We're gonna do the same thing. Put down a piece of tape, use that spacer piece, and then keep going and make that same buffalo check, but the opposite direction. We're gonna use that same paint again, and we're gonna do another 2 coats. Now we're gonna add the tape on top of the tape that we just did. So we're not gonna remove the tape this time, and we're gonna add it. You can see what I'm doing. We're just doing it the same way every other piece, so that way we can get that buffalo check. I had originally seen this on Glue Guns and Roses, and it was super cute, and I knew I had to do it. So now I have that darkest color doing another 2 coats, and this is gonna be the last time, and then we can remove that tape. And there it is, guys. We just did buffalo plaid, and it was super easy. I did duct tape these 2 Dollar Tree mats together to make that bigger mat, so I could use this underneath, and you'll see. It is so cute, and I have this underneath another mat at my front door, and I just think it is super adorable. There it is. It matches my house. You pick whatever colors you want. This is a challenge Sunday Fun Day hosted by Diane and Yanni from Deco Easy with their co-hosts Trish and Kay from the Crafting Cousins with their newer channel Crafting Cousins Create. All these ladies are amazing and very talented. This is my first time, and I am looking forward to getting to know everyone. Make sure to check out their channels as well as the playlist down in my description. We will continue on with some of my viewers' favorite summer ideas. Here is an outdoor sign that I have wanted to do for quite a while. I have a bunch of these arrows I got from the dollar store, and I am painting them all in different colors that match each other. And at first I start with a baby white to get like a washed out kind of look. And I have chalk paint, agave, mineral, and plaster, and I'm just gonna go through, and some of these are gonna get a baby wipe and some of them are gonna get actual brushed on, and you're gonna see that. I wanted to get some different effects and different colors and kind of get that washed out beach look. And then I went to my Cameo and I printed out one of my favorite sayings: may you always have a shell in your pocket and sand in your shoes. And I just put this down on the arrows. There was no set way of them, which way they went. And one of them is going to hang, which you'll see that as we're going, but I just put those down and I smoothed them out really good. I do a layer of Mod Podge, and that just reduces the bleed through, so I do that for all of them. And then I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna use my Waverly chalk paint in Ocean. I thought this was a nice bright color, and it would look really nice with all the colors that I chose for the arrows. This is a super cute project. I love this so much, and it is super coastal and definitely fits in with our decor. And And now we're gonna use our little heat gun and we're just gonna heat up this vinyl so that way it doesn't pull up any of our stenciled paint. And we're just gonna peel it off and we're just gonna start weeding everything out. And this was such an easy project, super fast, super cute. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and weed everything out. Let me know, do you like weeding things out or is it more of a nuisance for you? Let me know in the comments. And now I'm gonna stick the arrows on. Again, there was no set way direction for them. I just went with it. And I have some wood glue here, and these are some longer painter sticks, and I just stuck them together to make my stand. And I painted it in my chalk paint linen white. And now I'm just deciding where these are gonna go. And I'm gonna go through and use a little bit of my wood glue. It's Gorilla Wood Glue. And then I'm also gonna use a little bit of hot glue. This just gives it a permanent hold and a fast hold. And then I'm gonna do one that hangs. That's why I left the holes on that one. And I have a little problem getting that thumbnail in, so a little hammer action here. And then I just have a little bit of twine, and I'm gonna make some knots here. And I'm just gonna hang this sign up right on that little push pin. I thought it was cute, gave it a little extra detail. And I am totally in love with this. I think this is the cutest thing ever. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're new to my channel, we like to do Dollar Tree crafts, DIY, gifts and decor, thrift flipping, and more. If you like these kind of videos, please consider subscribing and joining our family. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. So I have a wood round here. I had gotten this at the Target dollar spot and it's reversible. So I wanted to use that color plaster, and so I ended up going with the darker side. Those flowers are super pretty. I got them at a thrift store for $4.99. I love them. So here I just have a doily. This is a doily from the dollar store, and I'm using it as my stencil. And I'm just going through with that color plaster, and I'm just stenciling over the doily. No rhyme or reason. I just thought it was gonna be cute. And then I do go through with another chip brush, and I just go around the edges just to give it a little bit more detail. And then I lift it off, and how pretty is that? I mean, this could be all by itself. I just think it's so cute. And then I have a big stenciled F here, and I'm just using my pencil and tracing it out. My last name is Freckled, so this is gonna go on the front of our house, and I think this is super cute. You could do a shape or whatever you wanted. These flowers are seriously the prettiest flowers I've ever seen. I think they are so pretty. I laid them out just to see how many I would need, and the big ones and little ones, and just trying to make sure what would fit. I did want these leaves right there in the corner, so I just hot glued them together so they would sit flush on the sign. And then I just put a little bit of hot glue around the leaves, and I'm gonna stick them right there on the corner. And I thought it would give it a little something extra. And then I have these little roses that I picked out for the bottom of the letters and the sides. And I thought it would just be perfect because those are the flatter pieces, if that makes sense. You know what I'm talking about. And then I just picked out the flowers and put them down where I thought they would look nice. Like I said, some of them are bigger, some are smaller, but these flowers are just so pretty. I've used them so many times. I have the biggest bouquet, and like I said, I think I said $4.99. They were $3.99. And if you see flowers at the thrift store, pick them up because that is such a good deal. You would have spent $16, if not more, at Michael's for a bouquet like this. And seriously, this is how simple it is. All I did was hot glue all the flowers right to the wood round. And then I just add a little bit of twine right to the holes that were there from the previous twine. And that's it. It is so simple, so pretty. I am in love with this. You could do whatever color matches your house, whatever shape or whatever letter. This is what works for my house. And we have a planter now. Oh my goodness. So this was spray painted with my heirloom white. This was an old planter we had gotten out of my grandma's basement. And I went through and I just painted the whole little trim up there in Folk Arts Aqua. So I didn't do the whole thing, just that little piece right around the top. I also did not paint inside of the planter. I wasn't sure if that was gonna go well with flowers. I wasn't sure what would happen, so I didn't do it. And here I am putting some Mod Podge on my planter. And guess what I'm gonna do? You know it. I'm going to do my Tim Holtz paper. I love this paper so much. They have so many different designs, but I really like this black and white because I think it was gonna be nice with that teal, so it wasn't too much. So I did it in little sections so that way it'd be a little bit easier to handle. This paper is a little thin and you don't want to rip it, so I definitely used a lot of Mod Podge, and then I just laid it down and I used my fingers to smooth out the creases. You still get a little bit of creases, it's not awful. And then I just go over with another layer of Mod Podge just to seal it in. So now we're going to do the other side, and this time I cut it in 3 pieces, trying to make it maybe a little easier. I don't know if it really made it any easier. The full video to everything I'm sharing today is in the description. These are all videos I have already previously done, and they're all from different videos. So there's 5 different videos that I used today. I picked one DIY from each of my summer videos. So if you want to watch the full video, go ahead down in my description and check them out. So I was making sure that I was lining things up the best that I could, and there are little issues here and there, but it's antique and it's supposed to look old, so it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you just want to smooth it out the best you can. And again, just do a nice heavy dose of Mod Podge over the top just to secure it. This is going to be outside, so you do want to make sure you want to spray it with whatever you like to use as your finishing spray. And then I'm just going to take all the tape off of this, and I ended up giving this to my grandmother for Mother's Day. And I did a few pictures just to show you guys. I did some fake flowers just to show you out on my deck how beautiful this is. So you could use this for anything. Get any plastic planter. This works for anything, and it is so pretty. I am just totally in love with it. And there it is with the real flowers. It's functional. Here's another planter, and this was something I got at the thrift store, and it is my favorite color, pink. And I just loved all that detail, and it is just so sweet. For $2.99, of course I picked that up. So I cleaned it up really good, and then I spray painted it with my nutmeg. And then I started off trying to distress it with a baby wipe, which didn't work. So I went through with my little hand sander and I just went out over all that detail. I was trying not to get the nutmeg off. I just wanted to get the detail down to the pink, which I did. And I did get some of the nutmeg off on the flatter parts, but it's okay. It's cute. I wanted it to look, shabby, chic, rustic, vintage. I just think it's so cute. So I did feel like it needed a little bit more, so I went through with a dry brush and my linen chalk paint, and I just gave it a dry brushing all over it just to really bring out that detail. And again, this is functional. You could put anything you want in this. I mean, obviously not food, but you see here I have my craft supplies, and it works so great as that. But now I have it outside. I'm using it as a planter, and it works so good. There it is, adorable. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're inspired to make some outdoor summer decor using Dollar Tree items or thrifted items. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and please let me know which DIY was your favorite down in the comments. Another way to support my channel is buymeacoffee.com. My link is down in the description. I'm on Instagram as Freckled Mom. I post daily motivation as well as upcoming projects and updates. Don't forget to hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. A big thank you goes to Yanni and Diane as well as Trish and Kay. All their links as well as the playlist is down in my description. Have a great evening and I'll see you soon.